So today is day 33, and nothing dramatic happened today. No big breakthrough, no moment you'd circle on a calendar. But I noticed something about myself that matters more than a big event. I realized how easy it is for me to stay busy searching for something meaningful instead of sitting quietly and dealing with what I already know. I'll browse, I'll look upward, I'll hope something grabs my attention and tells me what matters today. And it feels responsible. It feels productive. But it isn't. When I slow down enough to notice it, this pattern doesn't show up here. It shows up everywhere. We fill our time so we don't have to feel uncomfortable. We stay occupied so we don't have to confront the small truths we've been postponing. For a long time, I told myself I was thinking, but I wasn't. I was avoiding stillness because stillness asks hard questions. Stillness doesn't distract you. Stillness puts you face to face with the parts of your life that don't need a new idea. They need a decision. When I really sat with this today, I realized this pattern isn't new for me at all. It's followed me my entire life. Now, I don't struggle with ideas. I don't struggle with vision. I don't even struggle with effort. What I've struggled with consistently is finishing. I research, I plan, I build frameworks, I dream big. And then the project grows bigger than it needs to be, bigger than it can be sustained, especially once other people get involved because I can dream in ways that outpace what's actually doable day after day. And eventually, the whole thing collapses under its own weight, not because it wasn't good, but because it wasn't grounded. This has shown up in relationships, this has shown up in business, this has shown up in ministry. And the hard part to admit is I genuinely care about people. I'm compassionate, I'm invested, and I want the best for everyone involved. But caring deeply doesn't automatically mean you're building sustainability. For most of my life, I needed someone else to drag me across the finish line. And when that didn't happen, the thing just stayed unfinished. What's new for me now isn't trying harder, it's noticing the pattern without shaming myself for it. Because patterns don't break through force, they break through clarity. This same pattern has shown up in my faith life too. I'll go through seasons of real growth and then I'll hit a plateau. And the question creeps in, is this all there is? For a long time, I thought that meant something was wrong, that I needed something new, a new study, a new insight, a new experience. But looking back, those plateaus weren't dead ends, they were invitations to stay. Now I'm facilitating Rooted again, something I've done 11 times now. And that matters to me because it takes me a long time to really know material well enough to lead others with confidence. Early on, I was learning just to survive. I needed the structure, I needed the answers. This time is different. I'm not asking, what else can I learn? I'm asking, what am I going to do with what I already know? Depth doesn't come from novelty, it comes from repetition that turns into responsibility. Growth eventually stops being exciting and starts being costly. And that's usually where it becomes real. When I talk about cost, I want to be careful here because I'm not sitting in regret, but I'm being honest. This pattern cost me time, quietly over years, opportunities I could have acted on sooner, things I learned but didn't apply right away, momentum that stalled because I kept thinking instead of deciding. It affected relationships too, not because I didn't care, but because I didn't fully understand myself yet. And even with that cost, I don't wish the journey away because those experiences allow me to sit with people today without pretending, without rushing, without shallow answers. I have more peace now than I ever have, not because everything worked out, but because I'm present with who I am and where I am. Growth isn't about erasing the past, it's about becoming aware enough to stop repeating it. Before you move on with your night, I want to leave you with a question I'm sitting with right now. What has this pattern already cost you, and what will it cost if nothing changes? Not in a shame filled way, just honesty, because noticing the cost doesn't mean you're behind, it means you're awake. I'll see you tomorrow, one day better.